Did you just stumble across whiskey videos here on YouTube? Or did you have a friend like mine that sat you down, poured you 20 different samples and said, hey, try them, let me know what you think? Well, whatever got you headfirst into this rabbit hole, welcome. But today we are going to be discussing the top 5 mistakes that I see whiskey newbies making. Let's get into it. All right, welcome into Everything in the Barrel. I am Andrew, and today, like I said at the beginning, we are going to be discussing the top 5 mistakes that I see whiskey newbies making. And I'm just realizing I have been guilty of every single one of these myself. So let's start it off with number 1, overspending too quickly. Now look, it's not my place here to tell anybody how to spend their money. The only thing I am trying to say with this one is there are great budget-friendly options in any avenue of whiskey. Whether bourbon, rye, finished, Irish, Scotch, whatever it is that tickles your fancy, there's a budget-friendly option out there for you. All I'm saying is start with those, figure out what you enjoy, develop your palate a little bit more, and then you can go out there and go hog wild if you really want. If you have the income to do that, lucky you. But start with some of those budget-friendly options, build your palate, and I promise you'll enjoy this hobby a lot more. Number 2, FOMO, the fear of missing out. Now let's be real, FOMO is one of the leading drivers of this industry. Distilleries are very good at making everybody here feel like, hey, if I don't have this newest, greatest release, I'm missing out. I'm never gonna be able to have this again. And I'm here to tell you that is simply not true. Now, I've been guilty of this a lot. That's one of the reasons why I have so many bottles behind me. And over the last few years, I have pumped the brakes hard on chasing some of those allocated releases and feeling like, hey, if I don't have this, I'm never gonna be able to try it. That's just simply not true. You will have an opportunity to try some of these bottles later on in life, whether that be with friends or if you just stumble across a bottle yourself. I promise you, even if you don't find it, that's okay. It really is. Don't be chasing these bottles. Don't let that FOMO just set in. If you stumble across it, great. If there's a bottle out there that you really want to chase, go for it. But at the end of the day, if you're losing sleep, if you're stressing out, if you're blowing hundreds of dollars to find this bottle, I promise you it's not going to be worth it in the end. And that brings me to number 3, allocated whiskeys. Now look, allocated whiskeys are great. I have a lot of allocated bottles behind me here, but there are a lot of craft and a lot of NDP distilleries that are doing great things. I would argue some of them are better than some of these legacy distilleries, but just because they're not allocated, a lot of people skip over them. I'm here to tell you, don't skip over them. Hell, one of my newest favorite distilleries, Dark Arts. Dark Arts is doing some incredible things with whiskey. If they're in your market, chances are it's not allocated. They're sitting on shelves everywhere. I promise you, they are so much better than some of these other big time distilleries. Don't be afraid to explore and to go down and try some different things that you've never heard of. Don't only be chasing the Weller this, the E.H. Taylor that, the whatever Jack Daniel's age statement this, that, and the other. They're good. They are very good. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of things out there that you can just find sitting on your local shelves that are equally just as good, if not better. And that brings me to number 4, not exploring all avenues of whiskey. Now look, you might be saying, hey, that's contradictory to number 1. I promise you it's not. Once you find what you enjoy in whiskey, once you develop your palate a little bit more and you want to start exploring into different things like higher proofs, finishes, ryes, scotches, Irish, whatever it is that you haven't tried, I implore you, try as much as you possibly can, because there are so many different things in the whiskey community that are wonderful. You might discover, hey, while I didn't think I'd like this, I actually love it. But as you progress, as you grow your palate, try different things. You might come to realize you like something completely different. Like when I tried my first Islay Scotch, I was like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna like this. I love Islay Scotch. And that blew my mind. You smell it and you're just like, nope. You taste it and it's just wonderful. But you don't know until you try. So don't close off any avenue of whiskey. until you've tried it. And that brings me to my fifth and final point. And this is probably the biggest mistake that I see whiskey newbies making, and that is not building connections. Not building connections can be devastating in any avenue of life, but it is especially devastating in this hobby. And I'm not necessarily saying like you have to go make a connection with the local liquor store. Well, yes, that is great, and I do recommend it. But what I'm trying to focus on here is not building connections with other people around you that share this hobby. At the end of the day, whiskey is supposed to be shared with friends, loved ones, strangers, whoever. It is meant to be shared. I have some of my best memories sitting down around a table, around a fire, whatever it is, just sitting down and discussing with people, sharing stories, sharing laughs, and just making lifelong friendships over some of these bottles. And that's what makes this so great. That's what this is supposed to be. It is supposed to be people sitting down and sharing drinks together. Now, it's not always face-to-face. Hell, I have friends all over the country now that we just sit down and we get on a FaceTime call, whatever it is, and we just drink together and we share stories, we laugh, and it is beautiful. And at the end of the day, that's what this is supposed to be. If you don't want to take any of the other 4 advice tips, that's fine, but please listen to this one. Build those connections, join some groups, go out and meet some people. I promise you, you will grow in this community so much more if you open yourself up to that. So, thank you for tuning into this one. As always, remember to like and subscribe. Join us for our Wednesday review videos, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you.